In its most recent survey, McKinsey & Company laid out the top reasons people quit their jobs. And among the top 3 reasons were lack of career development and advancement and uncaring and uninspiring leaders. In fact, if we look at all the reasons, we find that a lot of those are not connected to material or monetary aspects, but rather human, psychological, and social reasons. That's why successful leaders understand that behind any business are people who are driven by internal motives and psychological processes that need to be uncovered and understood. American psychologist Abraham Maslow created what is known as Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where he categorized human needs into 5 categories, and these are survival, security, belonging, respect, and fulfillment. According to him, people tend to focus on satisfying the basic needs first before they move to the higher ones. For example, survival needs are the physical needs of the body, like eating, drinking, and breathing, that are necessary for its own existence. If those needs are not satisfied, one cannot focus on any other higher needs until this is done. Once survival needs are satisfied, people move to the higher level, which is security, such as having a shelter or a home where we can sleep safely. Other examples include having a medical insurance, a savings account with enough money for emergencies, or having unemployment benefits. When survival and security needs are met, people start focusing on the next level, which is belonging. Humans are social creatures. They like to belong to a tribe or group with similar ideals and values, and they want to feel accepted by this group. Then comes the need for respect. And that's why you find that in many cases, you ask an employee, do you want the title or a higher salary? And many of them choose the title. It's because these people have a need for respect, and they want to achieve a certain status that will give them this respect. That's also why a lot of people endure all the difficulties and inconveniences that come with being famous, just because they have a stronger need for respect. And that's also why even the most junior staff on your team need recognition, because they want to feel respected and seen by you as a leader, as well as their teammates. At the very top of the pyramid comes fulfillment, which Maslow refers to as self-actualization. People think about this need after they have got all their physical and psychological needs covered. This explains why someone who has all the money they might need until they die would continue to work. They no longer view work as a source of security, respect, or necessity to make a living. At this stage, they want to feel fulfilled by doing work that has an impact or delivers value, or just fulfills their own personal need for development or curiosity. So this is why, while leading a team, we cannot assume that everyone is motivated by the same thing. For example, as we can see here, not everyone is motivated by money alone. Not everyone is motivated by a higher title. People have different needs and are motivated by different methods. A good leader is smart enough to uncover what motivates the different members of their team and try to cover those needs through their work at the organization, and thereby aligning their own goals with the organization goals. For some employees, this could be a few words of recognition and sharing their achievements with the team. For others, this could be a good incentive plan. For others, this could be through a career development plan with coaching on how to move to the next level. For others, this could be by showing them the big picture of how the company is impacting the society and how their work delivers value to humanity, or by assigning them to work on some of the most important projects within the company. Not everyone is motivated by a raise or a bonus. Now let's see how a company can meet different needs for different people. A company can meet survival needs by providing good salaries and a safe workplace and environment. It can meet security needs by providing health insurance, retirement plans, job security. For example, this is one of the reasons people would accept a job by a big, stable company, even if the salary was lower than the other job by a new, unstable company, because this gives them some form of job security. Stable and reliable management. That's why people leave companies when they feel instability or frequent change at the top. They are afraid every new manager will come with new rules and new teams and might get them to lose their jobs. A company can meet belonging needs by providing good communication between the management and employees, celebrating personal events such as birthdays, notes of appreciation, participation in decision-making, and an open-door policy. A company can meet respect needs or the need for recognition by providing individual awards for high performance, such as Employee of the Month, sharing employees' achievements with the entire group, and development programs that lead to promotion. Finally, a company can meet fulfillment needs by highlighting the company goals and values and how this impacts the society, or by enabling personal growth, whether through organizational activities or activities outside of the organization, such as subsidizing continuing education. So as we could see here, a company can meet the different needs for its individual employees at different levels of the needs hierarchy. And while the most basic needs are actually a given and are covered by most organizations, and in many cases if they are absent, people tend not to join the organization in the first place. It's the higher needs that require a proactive approach from leaders to try and uncover and meet them for their different team members. Imagine that you as an individual or business owner are capable of producing one output. Then you hired or brought someone else to help you and they were able to produce one output. So together you are both capable of producing two. Now add synergy to the equation and you get 3. Synergy is simply the idea that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. And this is being made possible through our individual differences and backgrounds that when pulled together allow us to achieve more than if each one of us was to work on their own. And that's the power of the team dynamic. Not just that we can produce more by bringing more people simply by adding their individual output, but if this team has a leader that understands group behavior and is able to unlock synergy, the output can grow exponentially. Research has shown that there are 5 key processes that, if applied and managed, a team is more likely to succeed. And these processes are: buy-in. A leader makes sure that everyone in the team is on the same page and is invested in the common goal of the group. Accountability. The leader holds the individual team members accountable for their own parts by assigning clear tasks and goals and ensuring clarity of what is expected from each member. Learning. The leader facilitates the development of the individual team members by uncovering areas of improvement and arranging for training accordingly. Infrastructure. The leader allocates resources to each one based on what their roles require to perform. And finally, partnering. The leader enables a supportive work environment where everyone is encouraged or maybe even required to collaborate with the others, and this behavior is rewarded. A team can never achieve synergy in the absence of the partnering process. That's why organizations that are highly political, where people do not share knowledge or collaborate on work, never achieve synergy. And this is the job of the leadership of the organization to encourage and reward partnering. In the next lesson, we are going to learn about the different roles played by different team members within a team, and how those roles can be positive or negative. You cannot expect a team to be uniform in its composition and behavior. In fact, as we mentioned at the beginning of this chapter, it's actually the differences between people that enable synergy. So while we need to embrace differences, we also need to understand the positive and negative nature of the different role people play within a team and how to deal with negative behavior. We start with the positive member roles. These are roles that help build and maintain a high-performance team, and these include the encourager. This is someone who is friendly, diplomatic, and cheers for others when they succeed. The harmonizer. This person tries to bring people together, especially when there is a disagreement. He or she always advocates for peace versus war. The idea generator. This is someone who is very creative and always has ideas for solutions to different problems. The clarifier. This person is good at summarizing ideas and rephrasing them to clarify them to other team members or update people who join the group later. The standard setter. This person has very high standards and always sticks to them. He is often an expert within the organization and is thereby viewed as a role model. The ignition key. Someone who provides spark for team action and pushes colleagues towards achieving the team goals. The detail specialist. This is someone who is very detail-oriented and wants to make sure no small details are left behind. He focuses on small errors and keeps the team on alert. Now, all of those types of people contribute positively to the team. Now, let's see negative member roles. The negative artist. This is someone who is pessimistic on everything and tends to always highlight the negative aspects of any idea suggested by other team members. The ego tripper. Someone who craves attention, interrupts their colleagues, and goes on long speeches to keep everyone focused on him. The above-it-all person. This is someone who is withdrawn from the group and their activities because he thinks he is better than everyone else. The aggressor. As the name suggests, someone who is aggressive towards his teammates and constantly attacks and blames others. The jokester. Someone who is not taking work seriously and is here only for fun and usually distracts the team from working on their goal. The avoider. Someone who tries to avoid confrontation at all costs. He or she is unwilling to take a stand or make a decision, only interested in self-preservation. A leader should expect to be ready to deal with all those kinds of people, the positive and the negative. But how to deal with negative behavior? When someone disrupts the group, deal with it in a calm manner by trying to understand the underlying causes behind his negative behavior. For example, this could be due to a feeling of insecurity or a need for attention. It could also be due to a desire for perfection. So before you deal with it, understand the cause behind it. Then start communicating with this person by describing what they have done uncritically and asking them how they think other people felt about it. Emphasize the fact that you understand that this person wants to be successful, but while doing that, they need to take other team members into consideration. And let them know that you and other members are not okay with this behavior, but that you still value them as a member of the team. Keep trying to uncover the real reasons behind this behavior by asking them what they expect their actions to result in, and give them room to speak and justify themselves. Explain that for a team to succeed, people often need to compromise, that all or none approach does not work in a team dynamic. Finally, if despite your best efforts to fix this person's behavior, they intend to act as a negative force within the group, make sure they clearly understand that this behavior is not welcomed nor tolerated, and that they need to understand the consequences of this on them if they don't start to act like a team player.